Penguin basketball. Today I am going to talk about, well, before I get into that, real quick, comment, like, subscribe. If you feel like you're getting anything from the videos that you're getting, man, tell a friend about it. Basically, honestly, I make these videos for my players, and if someone else sees it, a parent or whatever, um, you know, more power to you, man. If you feel like I'm helping you out, man, just go ahead and hit the like button. And it does no harm to hit the like button. But real quick, today I want to talk about as a player, if you're going through a rough stretch of the season individually, as far as scoring or whatever, what can you do to stay motivated? Everybody has slumps. Everybody has ups and downs, but you want to consistently be, play at the best level that you can play at. But a lot of times, man, we just go through these spells where we have a couple of off games, and it could stem from a lack of reps, other things that are going on personally in your life, or just, man, a lot of it is just here. Okay, so real quick, it's gonna be real fast. I'm gonna go over this. Number one, okay, if you're having, let's say you're having a bad shooting slump, okay, or a bad scoring slump, and you're a shooter or scorer, whatever, guys, repetition is the father of skill. The more you do something, the more you do something correctly, the more you do something in a quality way, practicing it, okay, the better you will get. The different experiences you have, all of that stuff comes into play. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Okay, so guys, if you're having a bad shooting slump, man, put in some extra work outside of practice, before school, whatever it may be. Get a lot of shots up, especially shots out of your offense. Guys, I tell you right now, I've been coaching, been around a lot of basketball for a long time. And all the coaches that I've had prior, the only time we used to get shots up, was before games. Like shots up in the offense or something was like before games, like during walkthroughs in college or something like that. During practice, our coaches, when we got shots up, it was shots up in drills. We never really got game shots up at practice, which was very important. Like some guys can function off of just getting shots up during drills and scrimmages and stuff. But me, I needed the extra work mentally, because I felt like if I wasn't getting shots up, then I wasn't going to perform well and I wasn't going to make shots in games. So, I was one of those guys, if I'm not kicking butt at practice or I'm not scoring at practice, a lot of times up here, it wouldn't be there unless I hit my first couple of shots. If I hit my first couple of shots, then I'm good for the rest of the game. But if I missed 2 or 3 shots starting the game off with, a lot of times I was done. That's part of the reason I was streaky, because it was up here. If I didn't get the reps, it never worked out for me the way I wanted it to. So you got to get in the gym as much as possible when you're going through a slump like this. Another thing, guys, if you're good, okay, it's really, when you're going through a slump or you're playing bad, you might have a whole 2 weeks of games where you're playing bad. Okay, but one thing you got to do when you're playing bad is continue to do other things, intangibles, to get better. As far as like playing defense, rebounding. You may not be hitting shots, but be verbal on defense, talking to teammates, encouraging teammates. Okay, that slump will go away sooner or later. You might break that slump by hitting a couple layups off steals or blocking a couple of shots, and you get hyped about it, and then all the other stuff clicks in. All right, so doing the other intangibles outside of scoring may help you as well, but you got to be aware of that, and you got to keep going and keep pushing, and doing other things that can help the team and help yourself individually to build your confidence back up. Number 3, okay, the number 3 thing is watching film of yourself play well. It's really easy to forget that you're good at something when you're doing bad, okay, but your parents or your coach, I'm pretty sure they have film of you scoring or playing well in the game. Remember your best game that you had and you were so excited about it. Go back and watch that, okay? Sometimes you just need reassurance of who you are and how great you are, how good you are at something by visually seeing that, okay? Even when the compliments don't come from other people to build your confidence, man, when the compliments aren't there, the visual of you playing, if you have footage of you doing that, that can help extremely well. Um, Now, I have guys all the time. I've been coaching and training for a very long time, about 10 to 12 years, and a lot of parents come to me and they're confused at why their kid is playing bad. And there's a bunch of different factors of why a kid could have a bad streak, but a lot of times when a parent doesn't come to practice and doesn't see what a kid is doing or things of that nature, they don't see what they're doing to do well or bad, they kind of tend to blame it on the coach. Okay, so I never take this personally, but a lot of times with certain kids, they just go through shooting slumps. They're not getting in the gym. They're not doing anything outside of practice with me. It may be other stuff going on. Sometimes kids get in middle school, ninth grade, 10th grade, and they have a girlfriend. Their focus and attention is on other stuff, and it has nothing to do with the coach or the team. It's just them individually. Now, a lot of times what happens is a kid that is pretty good normally scores about 15 points a game. He can't make a basket. He can't buy a basket. He can't hit the side of the rim, or he's dribbling, losing the ball, and just making bad plays. If you continue to do the other three things that I told you to do, which was getting shots up in the gym, focusing on other things that you can do positively other than score, and watching film of yourself, this will happen. The last and final thing is you can have that one good game against a bad team, and it'll boost your confidence right back up. I've had this happen so many times to me, to where I've shot extremely bad in games when I was in college and high school, and then we played a bad team and I just kicked their ass. I'm like, oh, okay, I can still do this. Okay, sometimes it just takes that. It takes you having that one game. It could even not even be against a bad team. It could be against a good team. And you have that one game. You might not score 20 points, but you have a good 10 or 11 point game with some meaningful baskets, meaningful rebounds, anything like that. And it sparks it. Boom. And now it's right back to where it was. Because what that tells me, honestly, and this is why I preach the psychological part of sports, is that that's just telling me that all of your mistakes and stuff, or you playing bad, is all up here in your head. Okay? So sometimes it just takes you having that one game. You might have 4 games straight and you only score like 4 or 5 points. You're missing a bunch of shots, turning the ball over, and you play against a bad team, or just all of a sudden you had that one decent game and you're like, oh, I can still do this. And then it may motivate you to get in the gym a little bit more. But if you do those 3 things I told you from the start, when you're having that streak, it should come a lot faster. That good game can come a lot faster than not. So that's pretty much it. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Leave a question. If you have any questions, leave it down below, and I will answer, all right? See you guys later. Visit penguinhoops.com. Penguinhoops.com.